Not gonna say anything funny. Hi, my name is Tony and today I'm gonna teach you how to make this very cool backpack. Look at that, how pretty. This is very beautiful. It's got a front pocket here and large enough to put stuff in it, and one single compartment, all right? Also very large. What's that? Too small? Well, my pattern will come in two sizes, with the bigger one being as big as this. And you've noticed there is a difference? Well, the pattern will give you the option to either make the backpack with this transparent dome, and all of a sudden you either have no secrets and allow everybody to look inside your backpack and see there's nothing there to be stolen, or you have a pet carrier, in which case you gotta make some holes here to allow airflow in and out. Otherwise your pet is gonna, you know what I mean. But you can have this backpack with the front pocket. You don't have a pet, or your pet doesn't like to travel too much, your cat is a house cat, still doesn't know what's out there. That's okay. Make this with the front pocket. I'll show you how to do either way. This plastic dome is available on Amazon. I will leave a link so you can get exactly the one you need. If you want a bigger dome, get a bigger dome. That's fine with me. But you'll have to adjust the pattern to attach this, which isn't very hard. Nevertheless, this backpack is designed specifically around this sized dome. Oh, what? You've noticed the little charm? That's free actually. You can have this pattern for free. You don't have to buy the backpack pattern. Not gonna be free forever. You know me. I give and I take. So go ahead and download it now. All right, now. And if you're watching this video 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 months into the future, that's fine. I'll have more free stuff. All you gotta do is subscribe to my channel and stay up to date whenever these giveaways are available, because again, free things don't last forever. Other than that, I got nothing else to say. We have a backpack with many options to choose from. Best to start working. Now that you have the files on your computer, you have to open and print them. I recommend using Adobe Reader. This is software that's free to use, that's what I use. You cannot open and print them using editing software like Adobe Illustrator or Corel Draw or other software that can change the pattern itself. Also, our patterns are not compatible with laser cutters of any sort. There is one setting you need to have checked when printing the pattern. Please keep actual size, or print at 100%, is the same thing. The page size is A4. However, you can go ahead and choose letter, or you can choose legal size, which are more popular in the US. The first page will contain a sizing diagram. There are 2 squares. Make sure when you print, the square is 5 or 2 inches in size. So go ahead, use a ruler, make sure the size is right. When you print the patterns, you need to cut them along the dotted line, okay? The one that has scissors. It's very important, when you put them together, both of those scissor sides match up. After we got all the patterns printed, we paste them together. And then we cut them out of the leather. You don't need to cut precisely on the black lines at this stage. Get all the pieces out of these pages, and then I'm gonna tell you next how to use these paper pieces to cut your leather. Now choose the right leather for your project, and then place the paper patterns on top of the leather. Use some masking tape to hold every piece flat, completely flat on the leather. At this stage, you're ready to go ahead and punch the holes. Make sure you get all the holes, don't miss any, because it'll avoid a lot of frustration later. So after you've punched all the holes, you can go ahead and cut the leather pieces out. You have to cut precisely on the black lines. Make sure the blade that you're using, whatever blade that is at the right angle, 90 degrees. At this stage, you should have every piece needed to finish your design. So like I said earlier, together we will make the larger version of this, but without the pocket. We're gonna be using this transparent dome, okay? And I will also show you during this video how to make the version with the pocket. The assembly of the bag is gonna be very easy. However, it has to be done on the order I do it, just to make things easy. If you want things a bit more complicated, assemble it any way you want. If you want it done easy and fast, do it my way. Basically, we're gonna do the front piece here first, with the dome attached or the pocket. This will be attached to the next piece here, which will be attached to the zipper piece. After we attach the zipper to the zipper piece, and we're gonna have the front of the bag, which we will attach to the back. But the back is formed from two different pieces to give it rigidity and get this beautiful design with the straps coming out of both ends, right? That you gotta admit, this is pretty neat. I like it. If you plan on carrying your pet inside this, yeah, it will see through this. However, poor thing has to breathe. So this piece here, right, will have breathing holes. Do the breathing holes if you want to carry a pet around. These breathing holes will be clearly marked on the pattern, so you know exactly what you need to do. Alright, a few hours later, you should have a pile of leather like I do here. Look at that. And like I said earlier, we're gonna start with the front bit here. Now, I'm gonna show you how you assemble the pocket, which I've done for this bag, and then I'll show you how to assemble the half plastic dome.
Want you to be mine, want you to be mine.
So you've seen how to mount the pocket. If you wanna have a pet carrier, put your cat inside, get yourself one of these domes, and I will leave a link in the video description for this exact dimension. All right? I mean, if you don't want to change the design, if you don't alter the size of the pattern, get exactly this one. And to mount this, you're gonna need this outside piece of leather, the front obviously. We're gonna sandwich them in together like that and stitch them. Furthermore, we can put some rivets and make it look like, you know, an old steampunk submarine. This dome only comes with 4 holes, only 4, alright? And the rest of the holes you have to drill yourself. Make sure you have a drill bit large enough for your rivets. we got this far, we got the front done. Whether you're gonna be using a pocket or a dome, the front is ready. Now we need to move to the next bit. And you may not like it, but it's got a zipper. Gotta do this. You have to do the zipper. This is one of those things. You gotta do it. So I got a zipper that's 80 centimeters long. For the small one, you're gonna need a zipper, but not that long. The zipper I used was about 60 centimeters. Just get a minimum 60 centimeters and then trim it in place. Now for the zipper, we need to glue it first to this piece of leather, and then we're gonna punch the holes and stitch it in place. To apply glue, the easy way, we're gonna use a syringe with no needle. Don't need the needle. You're gonna get some glue out of the jar and then apply it on the surface where the zipper will meet the leather.
When I think about yesterday, my oh my, my oh my, a kiss and so I did.
Anyway, we finished with this. We got the basic shape of the backpack with a functional zipper. All right, so that's good. We'll leave this on out of the way, and we're gonna focus on the back. Now, the back panel is made of two different pieces, almost identical. And the strap holder sandwiched in between. This part here, that is all round, yeah, on the edges. This will be stuck to the inside. This is gonna be the inside of the bag. Okay, so we're gonna attach the strap portion flesh to flesh. What do you mean flesh? The flesh part of the leather is the part that was close to the meat. That's why it's called flesh. And we're gonna attach these together like that. And then on top of it, again with the flesh to the flesh of the inside, will be the outer part of the back. This will be stuck to your back. It's not a bad idea to have it a bit heavier. This is about, I think, 7 ounces. Okay, 7 ounces, and this is only about 5 ounces. It will add a little bit of rigidity that you will need, especially for the larger version of the bag.
Look into your eyes. I look into your eyes. No longer mine. No, you're no longer mine. The silence will fly. In silence will fly.
So we finished the back. We've used a little bit of cement glue to make sure this stays flat. Now we gotta attach the back to the front, obviously. So this will be stitched like that. Very easy. This bit here with the cutouts has to be on the outside, and this is the inside of the bag, okay? The one with no cutouts, yeah? So this is how we attach it, all right? Like that. There you go. Before you start your stitch, however, and if and only if you're using vegetable tan leather, you may do a little bit of shaping over here on this edge, like that. So get your sponge and rub some water, like I'm about to do here now, all right, like that. If it is vegetable tan leather you used, it will hold its shape.
Sitting thinking in my car, I don't know what we should do. If it never opened up my heart, if it never opened up my door.
Well, we finished the last stitch. Told you it's not gonna be a very hard build. Not easy, not too hard. And we got ourselves a backpack or a pet carrier. Remember, if you're making this to carry your pet and you love it, better make those holes. They're marked clearly on the pattern. Go ahead and make those holes. One more thing. Now this dome here, maybe you have a very small pet, maybe you have a medium pet, maybe you have a pet that's a bit bigger and fits in here, all right? You may want to move the position of this dome all the way up here, maybe in the center, I don't know. In the pattern there will be an option to move this dome a little bit higher here. So, you know, if your pet is a bit bigger and it's sitting, right, you can still be looking out the porthole, yeah? So that'll be an option. You go ahead and choose. Think about it. Where would my pet keep its head? All the way down here, or a little bit higher here? And you know, design. The build is exactly the same. The only change is this is moving a little bit here. All right. Before we move to the straps, before we attach them, I'm gonna actually go ahead and even this edge a little bit, because you know it's formed from three layers of leather. No matter how good you are, there's no way you can get this to line up from the stitching alone.
Anywhere you want it. Anywhere you want it. Yeah. Anywhere you want it. This is me. Anywhere you want it. This is me. Tell me where you wanna go.
So as soon as you finished attaching the straps, your backpack is ready. It'll be perfect to take your pet around, or not, up to you. Either way, great job.
If we never
Don't know. Something's gotta change.